Have you ever felt the sting of disappointment when others don't recognize your efforts? When the applause you expected is replaced by silence? Welcome to a place where we uncover the truths that often hide in the shadows of our expectations. In the grand theatre of life, I was always the one who stayed late, gave advice, and championed dreams that weren't my own. I clapped for those who never returned the favor, and when my moment of need came, I was met with silence. A silence that hurt more than any rejection, for I had believed that I had built something solid. But the truth is, expectations are silent contracts that no one has signed. And when this truth hit me, the anger that welled up inside was not directed at others, but at myself. For I had been giving not out of pure generosity, but to feel appreciated, valued, and important. And when the validation didn't come, I felt empty. One quiet evening, alone with my thoughts, I posed a question to myself. If no one ever claps for you again, will you still do the work? The question resonated within me, echoing in the silence. It was a wake-up call, a stark realization that many of us stop not because we're tired, but because we feel unnoticed. That's when maturity stepped in. I stopped expecting, stopped waiting, and stopped counting favors. And in the absence of expectations, I found peace. I began to move differently, to work not because someone might be watching, but because it was my responsibility. I began to grow and improve, not for others, but for myself. Ironically, when I stopped seeking validation, respect found its way to me. Because self-respect is something that can't be hidden. It's visible, tangible, and it commands attention. So, here's the lesson. No one owes you belief, support, or applause, but you owe yourself discipline, growth, and consistency. The world doesn't reward potential, it rewards proof, and proof requires ownership. The day I realized that no one owed me anything was the day I stopped being a victim of disappointment. It was the day I took responsibility for my own life. So reflect on this. How much of your life is driven by expectations of others? How much peace could you find in letting go of these expectations? How much growth could you experience if you started doing things for yourself, rather than for the applause of others? Remember, you owe it to yourself to live a life that is authentic, fulfilling, and free from the chains of expectation. Take charge and make the change today.